As we age, we all embark on a unique journey that shapes the latter part of our lives. The way we navigate this phase can greatly influence our overall experience. In our golden years, we often reflect on the things that truly matter: our relationships, our legacies, and the wisdom we've gathered over the years. However, this stage also brings about challenges that affect how we see ourselves and how others see us. While aging physically is unavoidable, the way we carry ourselves and interact with others is entirely within our control. Many of us may find ourselves developing habits that, over time, may cause us to lose the dignity and respect we deserve. The key to aging gracefully lies in avoiding behaviors that isolate us from the people around us or diminish our ability to engage with the world in a meaningful way. In this exploration, we'll discuss 9 behaviors to avoid as we age, along with ways to ensure a fulfilling, respectful, and connected experience in our later years. One of the most common pitfalls is monopolizing conversations. With a lifetime of experiences, memories, and stories to share, it's tempting to dominate discussions. We may feel our perspectives carry more weight because they're backed by decades of life. Yet, it's important to recognize that constantly steering conversations toward our own experiences can unintentionally alienate others, especially younger generations. It can give the impression that we're more interested in speaking than listening, and that can lead to misunderstandings or feelings of being overlooked. To approach this with a more open perspective, consider a social gathering where a group of people is reflecting on a shared event. You may have insights from a similar experience, but before jumping in, take a moment to ask yourself whether your contribution will enhance the conversation or overshadow the voices of others. It's a simple but powerful act to give others, especially younger people, the opportunity to share their perspectives. When we actively listen, we engage in a more meaningful exchange, showing respect for the thoughts and experiences of those around us. Listening is often more impactful than speaking because it allows us to connect on a deeper level. If you find yourself monopolizing conversations, try setting a personal limit on how much you contribute. After sharing a story or insight, take the time to ask others what they think, or to invite them to share their own experiences. Phrases like, "I'd love to hear your perspective," or "What do you think about this?" can open up space for others, fostering a more balanced conversation. As you age, strive to be known as someone who listens attentively, as that reflects wisdom, humility, and a genuine interest in others. Another behavior that can become problematic with age is excessive bragging. While we all take pride in our achievements, families, and successes, there's a fine line between sharing our pride and appearing boastful. As we age, it's easy to fall into the habit of bragging about our accomplishments, whether personal or related to our children or grandchildren. While you may not intend to offend anyone, excessive boasting can create distance between you and others. It may cause others to feel disconnected or inadequate, especially when their own struggles, be it financial, familial, or personal, don't align with the success we're celebrating. Instead of focusing solely on achievements, try emphasizing the lessons you've learned along the way. Sharing stories about how you've grown, what you've learned from your experiences, and how those lessons shaped who you are today can be more impactful than recounting accomplishments. For example, rather than saying, "My children are so successful," you might say, "Parenting has taught me so much about patience and support, and it's been such a rewarding journey." This not only shows humility, but also invites others to reflect on their own experiences. The most admirable individuals are often those who don't feel the need to boast about their achievements. Their actions and the way they carry themselves speak volumes. As we age, shifting the focus from external accomplishments to internal growth can help us build more meaningful relationships with those around us. True success is not defined by what we've achieved, but by how we've grown, adapted, and connected with others. Another subtle trap many older adults fall into is making judgments based on first impressions. Over the course of our lives, we've accumulated vast amounts of experience which can lead us to quickly assess people based on surface-level traits such as their appearance, background, or political beliefs. While this may seem harmless, it can create barriers to meaningful connections and reinforce harmful stereotypes. The more we judge others superficially, the less likely we are to form lasting, enriching relationships. Reflect on times when you've been unfairly judged by others. How did it make you feel? Now consider how it might feel for someone else to be judged quickly or without understanding. As we age, it becomes increasingly important to approach people with an open mind and a willingness to see them for who they truly are. By letting go of preconceived notions, we create space for deeper connections and richer interactions. In our later years, it's essential to resist the temptation to judge people based on surface-level traits or assumptions. It's crucial to foster an attitude of empathy and understanding, allowing others to reveal themselves without bias. This not only enhances our relationships, but also promotes a more inclusive and compassionate approach to others. As we navigate the journey of aging, it's important to be mindful of the behaviors that can impact our relationships and our sense of self. By avoiding tendencies like monopolizing conversations, excessive bragging, or making snap judgments, we can foster a more dignified and fulfilling experience. Aging gracefully is not about the absence of challenges, but about embracing the wisdom that comes with age while maintaining an open heart, an inquisitive mind, and a genuine connection with others. By doing so, we ensure that the later years of life are not just about survival, but about thriving with grace and integrity. Every individual carries their own unique story, and initial impressions rarely capture the full depth of that story. Often, we judge others based on first encounters or fleeting glimpses, but these judgments miss the complexity and richness of who a person truly is. Instead of forming opinions right away, we should make a conscious effort to connect with people on a deeper level. This means asking thoughtful questions, listening without preconceived notions, and giving others the space to reveal their authentic selves. This approach not only helps us build stronger relationships, but it also challenges our own biases, leading to personal growth. The next time you meet someone new, try to resist the temptation to judge them based on their appearance or what little you know about them. Approach the interaction with genuine curiosity. Ask open-ended questions that invite reflection, such as, "What has been your biggest challenge this year?" or "What are you passionate about?" These questions allow for meaningful conversations and provide a deeper understanding of the person behind the surface-level impression. Wisdom isn't just about accumulating knowledge, it's about true understanding, which comes from listening attentively, observing carefully, and withholding judgment. As we grow older, fostering a mindset of openness rather than certainty helps us build more authentic connections with others and keeps our minds sharp and receptive to new experiences. By remaining open to others' stories, we not only enrich our relationships, but also gain valuable insights into the human experience. When we reach a certain age, there's often a sentiment that personal appearance becomes less important. The belief that inner beauty is all that matters is certainly true to some extent. Our kindness, integrity, and character define us more than our external appearance. However, neglecting our appearance entirely can have unintended consequences. Not only does it affect how others perceive us, but it also impacts how we feel about ourselves. Taking care of our appearance isn't about clinging to youth or vanity. It's about maintaining self-respect and dignity. When we stop caring for our looks, it can lower our self-esteem, leading to feelings of inadequacy or even depression. How we present ourselves sends a message to the world about how engaged we are in life. A neat and well-groomed appearance reflects that we still take pride in ourselves, while a neglected appearance might suggest that we've withdrawn or lost interest. It's important to remember that taking care of our appearance isn't superficial. It's a way of honoring our sense of self and showing others that we still care about the life we're living. Even small acts of self-care, like wearing clean, well-fitting clothes or maintaining basic grooming, can have a profound effect on how we feel and how others respond to us. If you've fallen into the habit of neglecting your appearance, start by making small changes. Perhaps it's time for a fresh haircut or a visit to the salon. You might also consider updating your wardrobe with a few pieces that make you feel good about yourself. Even a small effort to invest in your appearance can have a significant impact on your confidence and self-worth. Self-care is a reflection of self-respect. By maintaining your appearance, you're not just shaping how others see you. You're nurturing your own sense of dignity and pride. This simple act is a powerful way to remind yourself that you are still an active participant in life, no matter your age. As we grow older, there can be an expectation that we should automatically be treated with respect due to our age. In the past, age alone was enough to command respect. However, times have changed. Younger generations are more independent and often question traditional hierarchies. They value respect based on actions rather than age. While we may feel frustrated when we aren't treated with the deference we believe we deserve, it's important to realize that respect must be earned, not demanded. If we expect younger people to respect us solely because we are older, we risk alienating them or appearing out of touch. True respect comes from how we treat others, regardless of their age. Imagine walking into a room and assuming that everyone will automatically defer to your opinions simply because of your age. When this doesn't happen, it's easy to feel disrespected. However, instead of expecting respect, we should focus on earning it by showing respect for others. This means being willing to listen to their ideas, being open to new perspectives, and showing kindness and understanding. Respect is a two-way street. Just as we hope others will value our years of experience, we must also honor their insights, independence, and contributions to the world. By demonstrating humility and a willingness to learn from others, we can create an environment where mutual respect flourishes, benefiting everyone involved. The next time you interact with someone younger, try to set aside any expectations of automatic respect. Instead, build the relationship on mutual understanding and kindness. Take an interest in their experiences and perspectives, and share your own insights with humility rather than authority. By doing so, you will foster meaningful connections and earn the respect that comes from genuine interactions. Respect is something we cultivate through our actions, not something we are entitled to because of our age. By treating others, regardless of their age, with the respect we hope to receive, we create stronger, more meaningful relationships. This kind of respect isn't based on titles or years, but on the authenticity of our actions and the quality of our connections. As we age, it's easy to hold on to past grudges, old family disputes, broken friendships, or misunderstandings that were never resolved. However, holding on to these grievances can weigh us down emotionally, robbing us of the peace and joy that we deserve in later years. Many older adults find it difficult to let go of past hurts, mistakenly believing that forgiveness means letting others off the hook. In reality, holding on to grudges only harms us. It keeps us trapped in the past, unable to move forward and enjoy the present. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. It allows us to release emotional baggage and make space for new, positive experiences. Think of a grudge you've been holding for years, perhaps with a family member, a friend, or even a colleague. How has this grudge affected your life? Has it brought you peace, or has it kept you from enjoying your relationships and experiences? Imagine what it would feel like to let go of that anger or resentment. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing hurtful behavior or forgetting the past. It means choosing to prioritize your own well-being over the need for retribution. Letting go of grudges opens the door to peace, growth, and new possibilities. If you're holding on to a grudge, it's worth taking a moment to pause and think about how it's affecting you. Grudges can be heavy emotional burdens, weighing us down in ways we often don't realize. Reflecting on whether holding on to that resentment is serving any purpose can be an important first step. Sometimes, expressing your feelings without the intention to send it can be incredibly cathartic. Writing a letter to the person involved, even if you never share it, allows you to process your emotions and begin the healing journey. This act of acknowledging your pain and choosing to forgive doesn't just release the other person, it frees you from the emotional weight you've been carrying. By forgiving, you're giving yourself the gift of peace and emotional freedom. Life is too short to let past hurts control your present. When you choose forgiveness, you choose to live lighter, with a heart unburdened and a clearer mind. Grudges tie us to the past, and letting go of them is one of the most powerful ways to reclaim your emotional well-being. It's a step toward living with more freedom, greater peace, and emotional resilience. So, take a deep breath, acknowledge the pain, and make the choice to forgive, for yourself and for the life you still have ahead. As we age, there's a natural tendency to become resistant to change. After decades of creating habits, routines, and a certain way of life, it can feel unsettling to face new technologies, fresh perspectives, or shifts in the world around us. However, holding on to these old ways can isolate us, cutting us off from new opportunities and connections. Change is inevitable, and while it can feel uncomfortable, it also brings chances for growth, learning, and renewal. Consider the new things you've resisted in recent years. Whether it's learning how to use a smartphone, trying a new hobby, or simply adjusting to societal changes. How has that resistance affected you? Has it kept you distanced from the people and experiences that matter most? Now imagine embracing those changes instead of fearing them. By seeing change as an opportunity, you remain engaged with life, open to new experiences, and ready to grow, no matter your age. If you're finding it difficult to embrace change, try taking small steps. Start by adapting in one area of your life, whether it's learning something new or changing your daily routine. By beginning with one small change, you'll discover that adaptability becomes easier, and over time, the process will feel less overwhelming and more rewarding. Adapting to change is key to aging gracefully. It keeps the mind sharp, the spirit flexible, and ensures that you stay connected to the world around you. Embrace change not just to keep up with the times, but to remain fully engaged with life at every stage. As we grow older, it's easy to become more guarded with our emotions. After years of facing disappointments, loss, and other painful experiences, the instinct to protect ourselves from further hurt grows stronger. But by avoiding emotional vulnerability, we miss out on deeper, more meaningful relationships, especially as we get older. Being vulnerable isn't a sign of weakness. It's an indication of emotional strength and maturity. It takes courage to open up, to share our true selves with others. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we create the space for deeper bonds, trust, and more intimate connections. These are the kinds of relationships that bring fulfillment and richness to our lives as we age. Think about the relationships that matter most to you. How have they been influenced by your willingness to be emotionally open? Have you pulled back due to fear of getting hurt, only to find that emotional distance has grown instead? Consider what it would be like to be more open with the people you trust. Sharing a fear, a regret, or a hope for the future can create intimacy and understanding, laying the foundation for stronger connections. Emotional vulnerability fosters relationships that go beyond surface-level interactions, and that's where the true value of our connections lies. If you've been holding back, start small. Share something minor but meaningful with someone you trust. Maybe it's a small hope for the future, or a memory from the past. By taking these steps, you'll begin to nurture the emotional connections that will enrich your life as you continue to grow older. Emotional vulnerability is the key to deep and meaningful relationships. When we allow ourselves to be open and honest, we invite understanding and intimacy into our lives. This openness brings richness that extends beyond physical health or material wealth. It's the real foundation of well-being. As we age, It's natural to reflect on the past with a sense of nostalgia. We remember times when life felt simpler, more predictable, and filled with endless potential. But while it's important to cherish those memories, becoming too attached to the past can prevent us from fully engaging with the present. When we focus too much on what has already happened, we risk missing out on the opportunities life is still offering us. The future is full of potential, and embracing the present is the key to finding joy in every moment. Think about some of the memories that you hold dear, those moments from your youth or the times when you felt truly alive. While they hold sentimental value, they should not define you. Focusing too much on the past can create a sense of dissatisfaction with where you are now, stopping you from fully living in the present. Shift your focus from the past to the now. Instead of longing for days gone by, think about the possibilities that still await. Take the time to engage with the present moment, whether it's through activities that bring you joy or simply by appreciating the beauty of life around you. The opportunities for growth, new relationships, and personal fulfillment are still out there waiting for you. Living in the present is the key to a fulfilling life. By letting go of past attachments, you free yourself to experience all that life has to offer right now. Aging gracefully means honoring the past while embracing the present and looking forward to the future with excitement. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you found it inspiring and motivating, let me know by leaving a comment. Your feedback is so important to me, and I'd love to hear how this video resonated with you. Remember, life is about growth, connection, and living fully at every stage. Keep watching, keep growing, and I hope to see you in the next video.